So this is our attempt to flip this workshop, and we're going to start talking about this PBL thing that we got going on with the pool in Warrensville. And I have Aaron Hall with me here. He is a teacher at Warrensville Heights Middle School, and he's just looking at this and he's going to help me formulate some questions.
Sure, here I go. So as I look at this flow chart here, obviously the first question that's going to pop up for most people is going to be the piece here in the middle, the just ask us. My first question obviously is, who is the us?
Okay, the us are the students. What I see is every time we do some kind of project or anything's done around a community, students don't usually get involved until the end. So if anything's happening and a building's being built, buildings go energy efficient, at what point do students get involved? Okay. And students just really want to be heard about what they'd like to see done to the space in their environment.
So your attempt is to make this as student-centered as possible.
Correct. Okay. So we see here, people in this workshop today can talk to me about the history of it, like why did I get started here? What does Sean Wheeler have to do with it? The driving question, what was the driving question that we're going to have a talk about? How did I involve technology? A lot of different conversations that were had, and I don't know some of these conversations might be important to what other people might be experiencing, but sometimes they might not be. So they might just be our personal discovery of what we did.
How do you have them presenting this here with the end of the movie? What is that exactly? How does that?
Oh, so in my presentation, I'm going to talk about what the students came up with,
right?
And what the format of the pool is going to be, and then we had a movie made about it.
So this is essentially their presentation of their PBL.
Well, this was a professional presentation done about the process that we went through. Okay. They had individual movies that they did, and then those are on YouTube also.
And you have a lot of different, the iPads, Evernote, the flip camera, the movie. You have a lot of technology being incorporated here.
Okay. But I think the gist of it is trying to get back to the us. I like the way that she said that.
Yeah.
Where's the student buy-in? Let's take PBL, for instance. We know that it's great for engagement, but what can we do to really transform our communities? And that's my personal driving question. How can we take students to transform communities? Where do we get the money from? But most importantly, when do the students get involved?
Right.
And how do they to transform?
This is very good stuff.
So hopefully that's going to be a part of our discussion.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for sharing.
All right. Thank you. On the first day, we took our kids out to the pool area to have them walk around and see which kind of space that we were talking about. Here's the deep end of the pool. Here's the view from the sky. The high school is over here. The middle school is over here. There's an alley that goes this way. Football field is up here. So the kids walk this way and have to view this pool every day whenever they're going back and forth. Also notice what we opened up access to were the old baseball field that's right here. There's a space right here that has access to, and then here's some tennis courts, and here's a baby pool that they could consider also. Over that same space, you could see the final diagrams that people considered, including a sprinkler park, a playground right here. These are going to be hoop gardens. Right here is going to be a marketplace, so they can sell their vegetables. Here's some more hoop gardens. There's an outdoor classroom right here, outdoor classroom right here. The pool area, the consideration was to keep it with a nice little slide, put a skate park in, change those tennis courts to 3 basketball courts. and have a little bleacher area where people can watch their kids when they come. Here are the students looking at the pool, getting some ideas before they even got into their groups. And this, the formulation of Just Ask Us, came about because we realized that, if the students don't do something about it, if the community does something about it, or they won't do something about it, something will be done, but there won't be any kind of student input. And so the whole idea is to have student input inside of this project-based learning to see what can actually happen with this environment.